Hello and welcome back to Scandinavia out of war here. So today I want to make some money here and get some more power going to our plant here so we can get that water pump up and running. Now the first thing I want to do today is go in here and do a couple of quests for some quick cash. So we're going to Firewatch here and get that started. So we're going to get a wood workbench. Now we already have a workbench here and it is working away nicely there. So what I'm going to do is pick it up and replace it so we get credit for that quest. Let's get that back onto grid build there. There we go. Now let's go back into our quests here and see the next one we do. So we need 60 wood beams. We already made some beams, so unfortunately we're going to go ahead here and create them again. Let's get those queued up there. Or did I activate my quest? Yeah, I want to start that. Okay, so we can go ahead there and queue those up. Wood beam. That's going to take a little bit of time there to work. Now, I did go ahead there and cut down some more trees just to give ourselves a little bit of a better view of the landscape around kind of our home base there at the moment. But while those beams are crafting, let's jump into our excavator here and start running some dirt and get some cash going here. So let's get ourselves back up into position here. Alright, let's take out this mound in front of us here. We're going to have a pretty decent flat area there if I just don't scoop too deep down here. We can extend, it's good. Go ahead here and clear out around my power inputs. Careful there not to damage it. We can go a little bit deeper with that scoop, that's okay. Bunch of coal in there, but that's gonna be sold at my sell point over there. So we're not too worried about that, we're not losing out. Missed quite badly with that one. That's alright, we'll try again. A little bit better that time. Okay, let's go ahead here and move our machine forward slightly. Okay, we're getting all kinds of cut up there. Try not to take out that power line. That should do nicely. Nice full scoops. I didn't actually check the capacity in this bucket when I was buying the machine. That is something that I might want to look at just out of interest. Yeah, let's actually jump out here and take a look at this machine quickly in the store here. We've got the vehicles excavator. It is the smallest one available there, just under 15k to buy it. So we got a 2.7 square meter bucket there. Not too bad at all. Let's go ahead here and start scraping some more of this coal. A little bit low down there. I'd really like to get a higher platform for this excavator, just to make things a little bit easier. Let's get out here with our shovel, kind of see how things are laying out here, and flatten that down there, why not? Now I may actually move the excavator up to this point. It might give me the height I want there, just to make it a little bit easier. Alright, let's jump in here and reposition ourselves slightly. sure if it's going to be easier. No, we're not clearing it. We're not clearing the side of our hopper there. We're getting all cut up. Alrighty, let's try and move. Alright, so before I make more of a mess of this, let's jump out here and try and fix it a little bit better. Stay ever so slightly. So do I have dirt in my inventory? I do not. Let's go ahead here and get our pickaxe and get ourselves a little bit of dirt to work with here. Take down that shrub while we're at it. Alright, that should be loads. Should take that shrub before I bury it with dirt, or it's going to grow there forever. Alrighty then, let's see. Oh, there's another shrub buried here. Let me get rid of that real quickly. There we go. Beautiful. Now we have plenty of dirt here to get ourselves a little bit of a higher platform. Okay, let's get our shovel out, smooth this a little bit, and see if this will do for what we want. Or what I want. Alright, let's jump in here, get a couple of buckets and try it out. Pushing me sideways. Really doesn't like to go up hills, this thing. But that's alright. Come on, get up there. We're getting caught. Wow. Alrighty, let's try now. Hopefully. Hopefully. Come on. There we go. Beautiful. So, if we back ourselves up into this little higher part that we just laid down, it should make things a little bit easier, hopefully. Alright, let's see how it goes. Still way too low. Yeah. Still a little bit low, but let's try and make this work here. Okay, that's better. Try and get a full one of coal here if we can. It's not giving the coal graphite in the buckets, but it must definitely look like coal. Maybe there's a little bit of dirt there that I can't see with the camera at this angle. There we go. Now we're getting into the coal. Beautiful. Nice full bucket of it. Slightly cut up there again. Let's bring it back towards me. Raise that up nice and high. There we go. The cache is slowly but surely moving in the direction that we want it to go. Try not to lose too much there. You can dump it and reach out again. There we go. So our quest is complete. Let me get one more scoop here. Alrighty, let's see about getting another quest done then. So, yes, I mean, it's not ideal that I'm digging a huge hole beside my hopper, of course, but no choice at the moment, but that's okay. So, we need ourselves some wood planks here, 45 of them to be exact. Let's get those going there. Let's slightly reposition ourselves here so we can get some more scoops out of this coal. There we go. And we are just way too low. I cannot get that bucket up high enough. Alright, we're gonna have to back it up a little bit here. And that is just atrocious. Oh, come on. Get it together, man. Alrighty, let's try like this then. Change that camera a little bit. There we go. Nice full scoop of coal. If I can make it all the way to the hopper without losing it, that is. Okay, this isn't ideal. I need to really figure out what I'm doing here with this machine. Wonderful. There we go. That's exactly what I was trying to do. Alright, let's see if I can dump out this coal here. Okay, there we go. So I need to stay a little bit more away from the hopper, I think, just to give myself a bit of swinging room there. So we can go ahead and try like this. Okay, just slightly higher there, and we're good. Okay, we're running out of fuel here, which is something that I haven't considered yet. Let's go ahead here and get ourselves another couple of scoops. There we go. Alrighty, let's think about this fuel situation. So I want to go ahead here and buy myself a little storage for fuel and place it somewhere convenient. So let's go ahead and get that purchased there. So fuel station. So let's have a look here. We want it on grid builds. So maybe to the far side of this cell point. Let's go ahead here. Let's see how that looks. With a plant sticking up through it, unfortunately. Let's get rid of that real quick. And can we get you like that? We'll get some dirt under that to clean it up a little bit. Go back into my inventory there. Grab that dirt. There we go. Alrighty, that is a temporary place, let's call it. Alright, let's get my machine over there, get ourselves full of fuel, and start getting some more cash going here. Up to 22k now. I think we started the session there around 4k, so it's building up nice and quickly. There we go. I can make it back up this little hill here. Really doesn't feel like getting up there. Okay, so I said I wanted to give myself a little bit more swinging room here. So let's move this machine ever so slightly. Okay, let's try it like that. Okay, wow. I was expecting to have some difficulty with the excavator, but it's a little bit frustrating. The machine feels very light, you know, I'm getting pushed around quite a lot, but that's okay. At least I got a nice full scoop of coal that time to make me feel a little bit better about it. Slightly missing the hopper there, but that's okay, we got most of it. Looked like a little bit of pay dirt that time, not too sure. Maybe just normal dirt as well. Okay, there we go. Good scoop of coal. We're just about done with the next part of my quest there, which is good. There we go. Let me grab this scoop and move on to the next stage. So I need 20 wood sheets, it's telling me. Concentrate on your excavator, please, before we have an accident. And we're getting quite a hole here now. Good. So 20 sheets then. 20 of those. There we go. Let's try and get as much out of this hole that I've created here as possible then. Kinda missed, let's be honest. Might be too far away from that hopper now. In fact, I think I am way too far away from it now. Went from one extreme to the other. Alrighty, let's go back for some repositioning here. If I don't fall off this hill, come on, get back up there. Come on. You can do it. Yeah, this is looking a bit more like it. Alrighty. We can get another little bit off that far side there. Good, nice full one. I think the problem I'm having is I just can't see where the top of that hopper is with my camera angle. Looks clear to me. Good. Get yourself up there. I think we'll be lucky if we don't fall in this hole at some stage this session. Just about cleared it. Okay, and the cache is really increased there, so we're almost done with our wood sheets as well, so let's continue getting a scoop or two more of coal here. Then we can start thinking about some of these upgrades that we want to do. There we go. Let's check the next part of this quest then. So we need to build ourselves a watchtower. We don't want 20 of them though. One of those will do me, please. And as this is the last part, so it's only going to take a minute there to craft that. Let's get these all back in here. And we can go ahead there and make a bunch more beams and planks. We're going to need them. Actually, what I want to do before that is get in as many floors there as I can. I'm not sure if I need 59 of them. I will use them at some point, of course, but that might be a little bit more than I need. So we can do some more planks there as well. Why not? Alrighty, so we're making progress. We might have time here to get another scoop before that quest is complete. There we go, nice full one in coal. And we have time for one more. Okay, I didn't read the quest entirely. So craft a watchtower and place it anywhere in the world. So I'm going to have to grab that now and go and put it down somewhere. Let's get one more scoop of coal while we're here. Oops, that did not work out the way I wanted. Let's see if we can manage. Let's just dump that for now. And go again. There we go. Should it be better this time? There. Nice. Very nice indeed. And I don't know what I'm doing with the arm on this excavator. Okay, turn it in. Lift it, lift it, lift it. And there we go. So my workbench. So here is our watchtower. And place it anywhere in the world, it says. Okay, so let's take a little look here. We're kind of on a hill as it is, I would say. Unless that's a valley down there. Let's get this out here. How does that look there? That looks reasonable, I would say. Very nice indeed. Okay, so let's get on to doing a couple of upgrades here. So I wanted to get my water pump working here with my water refinery, but we don't have enough juice going to our system here. So in fact what we can do is get a couple of solar panels here and connect them to a pylon. So let me get into the store here and buy what we need. So we're going to need a pylon. So let's go ahead here and get the 1400 for now. And we're going to need ourselves another solar panel there. We'll go ahead and get another cheap one, why not? And we're going to need ourselves a couple of cables. So a power cable, 2 of those then. So let's go ahead here and get ourselves another solar panel placed. It's kind of up in the air there. Where is my dirt? There it is. Let's fill this in real quickly here. There we go. It's not beautiful, but it works. Okay, so I want my pylon then to be here, and we're going to go ahead and connect this new solar panel to that pylon. Need to go ahead and remove the cables on this, I believe. So remove cable. I'm going to connect that to the pylon, and then we need to go back to our power input. Let's turn this back on. So we should have enough juice then going to so we were using 286, but these give us 300. Yeah, so we're going to have plenty of power here then for my water pump, which is going to connect here under the ground, unfortunately. And why is that not working? Interesting. So we're connected here, and each one of these is giving us 300, so we have 600. Let's go ahead and take this off again. Interesting. Why is that not working is the question. Alright, we have a little bit of cash. Let's go ahead here and get ourselves a third solar. We need a new cable first. Let's get ourselves a third solar panel there. And you can go just about anywhere. Really, that will do nicely. Let's connect you up to our grid here. There we go. We can turn it. You know what the issue is? I didn't turn this on. So we wasted a little bit of cash there with our third solar panel, but that's okay. We're eventually going to have a fleet of them powering this whole system. There we go. So we should have no issue now getting this water pump hooked up. We've plenty of juice, and hopefully we will see water coming into our sluice box here. It doesn't want to work. Let's go ahead and dig that water pump out a little bit there, just to see if that's the issue we're having. Back to manual labor. Where is my water pump is the question. Did I not place it here? Interesting. Let's go ahead and get another one there. I think that one bugged out or something. Water pump, there we go. Pump needs to be grass, snow, or dirt. I mean, okay, let's just dig this out a little bit here. Okay, it is actually down there. It's just not connected. So I have 2 water pumps now, but I'll probably need one of those again eventually. Let's get you on there. You know, it's under the ground there. Okay, so we should have water now, but we don't for whatever reason. Is there something to do with this? No. Okay, let's dig it out a little bit more here, see if we can't get this working. A little bit more and we should be good here. Well, actually quite a bit more, let's be honest. Let's kind of get the outline here and then we can go down a bit more. So we have the shape now at least. Whole bunch of coal up here too, it's a good sign. Made a decent bit of cash there pretty quick with that excavator with just that coal, I would say. Seemed to fly up there. Alrighty, we're kind of uncovering it now. Good. Take a little bit from this side also. Okay, so let's go ahead here and see if that's going to get our water running. It's not, unfortunately, but let's keep digging this out here to see if it makes a difference. In fact, we can maybe replace this whole system just to see if it makes it work, I should say. Interesting. Okay, so let's go ahead here and pick up this refinery and water pump. Do a small bit more digging here and then we'll replace everything. Just to see if it's the terrain here that is the problem with our water flow. Or maybe the fact that it's on coal there, but I don't think it even lets me place it if it's not on dirt, you know. Or grass, I should say. Alrighty, that pipe is a little bit blocked there, maybe that was the issue. Let's get all this crap out of the way. Here we go. A little bit more. Okay, and that's pretty nice there, I would say. We can take a little bit off the sides here just to leave a bit of room for this refinery to do its thing. Okay. And that's nice there. Now, I think a little bit more. Okay, let's get our equipment back out here. So the refinery itself, that's pretty well dug out there now. Let's see about the water pump. So, are you telling me that that's not on grass or dirt and I'm stuck, unfortunately? I guess, does pay dirt not count as dirt? I mean, I guess not. So, let's go ahead here and buy ourselves a down piece pipeline. So let's get rid of that. We need to go to factory and pipeline, and we need a down. So let's go ahead and get that. See if this will solve our issue here. Let's get this out of the way. And you too, come on, come up. Wow. Quite a bit of digging together at that one. Alright, back to the water pump here. Yeah, okay, we figured it out. So it was my fault the whole time, basically. So, yeah, and you can see the water just came on there, beautiful. So we're gonna get a good a higher yield than we would have. It works without water running to us. But now when we are running pay dirt, we're gonna get more ores, basically. So that's nice, super happy with that progress. Alrighty, so let's jump in here to the excavator and get ourselves some more dirt running through our system here. Get that cash built up one more time. And I think I want to start running a rock truck with this excavator eventually, once we kind of advance a little bit here and start making some more kind of, well, more cash in general. Like I said, I used the loader quite a lot in the last series I did there, so I want to try and use a couple of the other machines this time around. But the loader is a whole lot of fun to use, so I'd be surprised if I make it more than a couple more episodes without investing in one here, just to make some paths and stuff, make things a little bit easier. There we go. Got quite lucky here to run into coal so early in the Arctic winter. It felt like I was digging for 5 or 6 hours before I even got to some pay dirt. It was just straight dirt for such a long time. I think I kind of got unlucky in the area that I decided to start with, maybe. Oop. Made a mess of that one, but that's okay. Kinda reaching the limit of where I can dig down in this hole now with my machine. But I think we can get a couple more scoops out of there easily. a little bit concerned what I'm going to do once I can't keep digging in this part. Where will I do? I guess that's where my rock truck is going to have to come into play. We should be fine here for the next little while. I can move the excavator up to the back side of the hopper here and start digging into this hill. Might have to move those solar panels, they're kind of in the way of where I want to dig there. But that's okay, it's a very fast job. There we go, and scoop. Oop, I'm messing this one up quite badly. Don't lose it. I think we can scrape a little bit further out this way too. Let's get a little bit more of this dirt out this way. There we go. Getting the hang of it a little bit better. Still making plenty of mistakes there though, but once I get a couple more hours in the machine, it should be reasonably efficient with it, I hope. Practice makes perfect. We all start somewhere, right? But we're doing pretty well here, I would say. I do need to set up my plant here better for the coal, of course. Get ourselves a shaker screen, a trommel maybe. So that might be an idea for the next time I'm playing here, to make a couple of more improvements there to this line. We have plenty of power going to it now, that's for sure, after I accidentally added an extra solar panel. So the coal screen and the trommel, perhaps, I am thinking. But it's all money, so we need to keep that cash moving in the right direction. Get that bucket up, please, sir. Thank you. Yeah, we're really kind of reaching the limits of what I'm going to be able to get out of this hole now. But we can get a couple more scoops here, I think. There we go. Don't want to go too far back this way, as I want to leave a clear pathway for maneuvering. See if we can get a little bit more there at that far side. We can. Nice full bucket there. There we go. There's an inviting bit there. Very nice. Alrighty, let me get a couple more scoops here, and I'm probably gonna wrap this one up here. Been playing for a little while, made some decent progress. We got the water running to the sluice box, so I'm gonna call that decent progress. And we need to extend it a little bit. There we go. Made a little bit of cash too. It's looking pretty healthy there. 60k is not too bad. Not a whole lot of effort required to get it. What I think I may do before I finish up here is kind of take a look in our store here and start eyeing up the next upgrade that I want to work towards vehicle wise. I know what I want to do with the production line there in terms of the cold screen and trommel. But I'm not too sure how much the cheapest rock truck is there. I'm assuming it's a couple 100,000. But we can go ahead and get ourselves a loader and cut in kind of a loading bay for that rock truck and pair it up with an excavator. Start hauling in some pay dirt to this hopper here from wherever we can find it. Yeah, I'm really at the limits there of my pit. Let's extend that, raise it a little bit. There we go. Let's see if I can get one more from just around here. There we go. Good, 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 good. There may even be another one down there for me. I'm gonna try it, that's for sure. Let's try about here. There is indeed a nice full one there for me. Let's get that bucket up there, please, sir, and we can get rid of that. Beautiful. Beautiful. See if we can get one more. Why not? I'm not greedy, I swear. And those extra couple of buckets were worth it there. We're almost up to 80k. See if there's one more down there. Can't quite see with my camera. This feels like it's a full one, and it is. Okay. Let's just raise you up and swing it. There we go. See if there's one more bucket here. Come on. And there is. Nice full one too. Oh. There we go, we're gonna get one more. Beautiful. Alrighty, let's take a look here at our store. Is this the correct way? It is, good. Nice ice hole here. It's too bad that we can't really do anything with it. I may in fact end up covering this with some wooden floors there and bringing those solar panels down to here, and get this excavator up on the side of this hill here if possible. It doesn't like to go up hills, so it may not be possible, but I'm gonna try it. Get rid of these damn plants. They're starting to annoy me already. Anyway, there we go. So let's take a quick inspection. This tree is in my way. Let's go to you really quick. Need to get myself a bulldozer to get rid of all these shrubs. But anyway, it's looking pretty decent there. So the water is running, that's the main thing. Well, I guess I shouldn't have prioritized the water so early, as we don't even have pay dirt yet, but we're gonna find pay dirt here soon, don't you worry, it's almost guaranteed. So anyway, I think I'm going to leave it there for today. Cheers for watching, I appreciate that, all the best.